What is going on, everyone? We just got our very first 2025 cinematic trailer for the new season and Agent 27. Not only are we introduced to the new agent in the cinematic, but there is also some lore progression that takes place amongst the protocol and the new agent himself. I'm honestly a little surprised that this new agent is being revealed so quickly, since with Vice, Riot had made a whole deal about her stretching out her lore and giving us really small teasers left and right. But with Agent 27, it looks like they're jumping right into it and giving us the information off the bat. Possibly because this agent might not have a significant backstory the way Vice does, but then again, Clove also didn't have a backstory tied into the protocol directly, but their reveal was also really slow and calculated. So I don't know what the reason is, but I do definitely think that this agent's reveal came much faster and less complex than the previous ones that we have seen. Before diving into the kickoff trailer, I'll play the full video first as a refresher, and in case some of you watching haven't seen it yet.
¿Qué hubo, Cucho? El parche está listo.
Okay, so a whole lot is happening in this trailer at once, and I need you guys to bear with me as I run down the entire thing. Ever since patch 908, Sage and Brimstone gave the protocol some time off from their duties, allowing them to rest, go on vacation, and essentially take a break from their hard work. This has been reflected in various following emails and player cards as well. This trailer also showcases several instances of these agents taking a break and having fun as well. Gecko hosted a house party at his mom's place, inviting Jet, Yoru, Phoenix, and Raze. Omen and Vice are seen chilling alone here together playing a video game, and by the sound of Omen's frustration, clearly he's losing. I kind of like how they added this little bonding here between Omen and Vice, it's pretty cute. KJ and Clove are out partying at a club of some sort, and while this is happening, it looks like they get an alert on their phones. Now this part happens really quickly, and it may be confusing if you don't understand or know a lot of the lore about Valorant. We can see Gecko looking serious and dropping his stuff to leave, as well as Clove, Jet, and Yoru walking down this hall, which is in Valorant's headquarters. In case you didn't notice, this is the same hall that Agent 27 is currently walking down as well throughout the trailer. But then in a different frame, we see Phoenix, Vice, and Raze walking through the streets of what appears to be South Korea. So what the heck is up with that? Vice wasn't even with Raze or Phoenix, let alone in South Korea, so how is this possible? Well, that's because in this sequence of frames, we're actually looking at Valorant Legion agents from Omega Earth. If you guys remember, all the way back when Valorant for console was announced, a major event was taking place known as Omega Incursion. Basically, a bunch of agents from Valorant Legion had infiltrated Alpha Earth in various regions around the world, and I think that we're finally getting back to the lore on that and resuming the story from there. This is why we have random agents who are present in different parts of the world. The notification that Vice got on her phone, and probably all the other agents as well, was a warning from Brimstone that they need to gather together to defend against the attacking agents from Omega Earth. And here we see Brimstone standing and what looks to be monitoring the whole situation. So moving forwards, the agents continue to prepare for battle, and we get this scene where it shows Agent 27's aircraft flying by. I'm not too familiar with where this is in the world. I thought it might be a city in Colombia, but I couldn't find anywhere with that landmark. It may just be fictional and part of Valorant, but if anyone knows, please let me know in the comment section below. Moving on, I believe this is Jet's hand against something that I can't really tell, but then it transitions to Chamber holding his hand out against his reflection in a mirrored window. And this little scene here actually ties in a lot to Chamber's lore story, where he is one of the only agents who actually works together with his Omega counterpart. This little moment here is a reflection of that bond that he has with his double, as they work together to accomplish a mutual goal that is generally unknown as of now. The trailer continues on with the agents getting into battles against one another, with some scenes of KJ and Clove in the background just having fun. Now this part here is really important as well because it shows Agent 27 in battle as well. But wait, I thought Agent 27 was walking down the hall in Valorant's headquarters. Well, yes, he is. This clip here showcases Agent 27's Omega counterpart who seems to be with the Valorant Legion in South Korea, whereas the Alpha Agent 27 is still strolling through headquarters. Also, I want to note that we may be looking at a new team deathmatch map here where this fight is taking place. This scene here also showcases people from Omega Earth, and I say this because these soldiers that you see here in white are from Omega Earth, which usually fight alongside the Valorant Legion agents. And I don't know if this is something done for the cinematic aspect of this trailer or if this actually means something within the lore, but if it does, it looks like some massive vehicle of sorts. These next few frames basically proves that we're getting both Alpha and Omega Earth agents fighting within this trailer, as we can see a blackout happening in a large area around the globe, followed by the showcasing of the Mirrorverse itself. Now I want to pause here because if you're lost and have no idea what I'm talking about, I highly recommend that you go watch my video on Valorant's Mirrorverse, which I'll link down below in the description. It goes through the entire lore surrounding the Mirrorverse, Alpha versus Omega Earth, the Valorant Protocol agents and their counterparts, theories, and basically everything you need to know is covered. Once you watch that video, I promise this will all make a lot more sense, along with all the other lore videos that I had released afterwards and those that I will release in the future. And before I move on with Agent 27's lore, I want to tell you guys about my line of PCs with Apex Gaming PCs. I know how hard it can be grinding Valorant day and night and being hard stuck, while knowing that you aren't even the problem, it's your computer. If you're someone who's been playing on low FPS, constant stuttering, and just basically desperately in need of an upgrade, look no further as Apex Gaming PCs provides you with a wide range of PCs to suit your needs. If you're just looking for a decent upgrade to be able to run your games more smoothly, then I recommend checking out the Apex Bronze. But if you're like me who needs to run everything to the max while recording, streaming, and producing content, then check out their Apex Streamer Plus. They currently have a sale going on with up to $540 off on their PCs, so don't miss out on that. And make sure you guys use my discount code Nibble on checkout for 10% off your order. Don't worry, financing is available as well, so you don't even need to pay it all up front at once. So check out these great deals and get yourself to that rank that you deserve. Moving back to the cinematic, after we get the quick scene with the Mirrorverse, we then get another clip of a large beam shooting into the ground from the sky. I can't really pinpoint what this is. It could just be more agents teleporting into Alpha Earth, or it could be something bigger. Given the color of the light beam, it may just be the arrival of Agent 27 because it does match his color scheme. Here we have a quick little news broadcast which basically covers the annual global celebrations for the First Light event. And is this Toronto? It definitely looks like the CN Tower, and being from Canada myself, it would be pretty cool to get a Canadian agent soon. Moving forward, we get some more fighting scenes amongst the different agents and worlds, and we clearly have two separate perspectives on Tejo or Agent 27. His Alpha version walking through this blue hallway in headquarters, and his Omega version either strolling around or busy in battle with other Omega agents. Once Agent 27 finally reaches Brimstone, he greets him with, "How's it going, old man? Is the crew ready?" This brings up 2 points about Tejo's backstory. The first is that the way he talks to Brimstone here sounds like the two of them know each other from the past. They might have some sort of history working together in Kingdom or somewhere else. Hell, he could even be a fireman by the way he's built and worked with Brimstone back in his firefighting days. The second point is that it seems as though he and Brimstone had been in communication recently when he says, "Is the crew ready?" Ready for what exactly? There must have been something that Tejo had warned Brimstone about, and had told him that the protocol need to be ready for. Also, one aspect of Agent 27's appearance is that he has a rather large scar across his chest here. This obviously isn't something random, as Riot always has a reasoning behind these details. So I'm sure as we learn more about this agent, we'll find out what this scar means and how he got it. This is another important scene here, as it confirms what I had said earlier about these white soldiers being from Omega Earth and working with the Legion agents. As we can see, they're standing in front of a portal getting ready to enter it, and on the wall we can see the logo for Kingdom Industries, which is the counterpart for Kingdom Corporation on Omega Earth. That's basically it for the agent's lore based off what we have from this kickoff trailer. We're going to get voice lines for this agent very soon, and we should also get an agent trailer as well, which we typically do get with all agents, so I'm sure once that drops, we'll have a lot more lore to cover there as well. While on the topic of Tejo, I'll quickly run down his abilities too if you haven't seen yet or if you want to learn a little bit more about them. His signature ability, or E ability, which he gets every round, is called Guided Salvo, which is basically 2 missiles that get sent to 2 locations that you select on the map, and it can be anywhere within the radius given, and you don't need to be in line of sight for it to work, just like dropping smokes. Once you fire these missiles, they hit the exact spot that was marked and they do 3 pulses of damage each. Just like how a KO grenade explodes multiple times, these do as well, 3 times per missile for a total of 6. Each pulse does 70 damage if you're in the center, but around the edges it does around 60. Basically, if this hits you twice, you die, so you want to get out of it ASAP. His C ability is called a stealth drone, which is basically a combination of a skydog and a raised boombot. You can control this drone as it moves on the floor, looking in all directions, and blow it up once you have a target. Those who are hit within the drone's radius are not only suppressed, but also revealed like a Sova dart. It's important to remember that this ability does not stun the enemy, it only suppresses them like a KO knife. And the drone is also invisible, but I'm not sure to what extent. It'll probably be visible very faintly, but I'd assume there should be some sort of indication that this utility is being used to allow you a chance to shoot and destroy it before it gets you. Tejo's Q ability is called Special Delivery, which is basically a grenade shot like a Viper Molly, and it stuns the enemy. There are 2 ways of firing this grenade. The first one sticks to the first wall or object that it hits, whereas if you right click for the alternative fire, it can do 1 bounce before sticking and blowing up. Again, very similar to Sova's darts. And this utility stuns or concusses the enemy. Finally, we have his ultimate ability, which is called Armageddon, and it costs 8 ult points. To use this ability, it will pull up the map and you select the starting point, and then you pick the direction you want the ult to go in, and it basically works like a Breach ult and a wave of explosions. But unlike Breach's ultimate, which stuns the player, this ultimate deals damage and pulses as well, just like his signature ability. Each pulse does 60 damage, but they happen incredibly fast, so in like basically 1 to 2 seconds, you will be hit with 240 damage plus knocked off your feet. So unless you get hit at the very edge of this, you won't survive if a single pulse of it hits you. This new agent seems very strong in my opinion, and I can easily see him being utilized in pro play, just because his utility is so useful for taking space, clearing corners, and setting up fights. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think about this new agent down in the comment section below. He's going to be released in patch 10, which is in a few days, so we'll have access to him very soon. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future lore and update videos. I'm going to drop another lore video on Tejo as soon as I get more information on him, so stay tuned for that as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.